Okay, so basically today, what I would like to show you is that yesterday we were talking about the verb to be. We were talking about how we use am, is, are, correct, to talk about people, okay? And also, it's the way we use to talk about us, of course. When, for example, you meet somebody and you say hello, correct? This person wants to know about you. So that's the very, very first interaction. Yes? So this is why we begin with, you know, what's your name? Where are you from? All these basic questions. But let's say, for example, if you go to a party, yes, or maybe it's a cocktail, yeah, and you know, let's say if you're in a party or a cocktail, you might be with a drink, yeah. I have my drink, and you're just there, and somebody will come, or you can also go, correct, and say, "Hi, my name is." So when you say my name is, yes, we're using is. We respect the structure that I showed you yesterday. My name is the subject, is the auxiliary, correct? And then you give the complement. So you say, for example, my name is Nicole, right? So just like our example here, they're using the verb to be. And so the other person might go, hi, I'm. So when we say I'm, this is I, the subject, am, the auxiliary, and we abbreviate. Yes? People who speak English, like myself, we abbreviate everything. Yeah? We put everything together. And that's why sometimes it's very difficult to understand people who speak English. Because maybe when you go to school and you learn English, they teach you I am. But then you come to Australia, correct? And they go, I'm. And you're like, huh? Right? And then you ask, and they, oh, got it. Right? Everybody's, yeah, okay. Another example of this is, how are you? So at school, right, you learn. It's like, how are you? How are you? Hi, how are you? Right? How are you? And you, fine, very good, very well. I'm good. Oh, I'm me. How are you? How are you, Nick? I'm tired. um, but then you come to Australia and they go, hi, how are you? What? The accent of the Australians is very difficult. And, right?
First, Australia, my friend tell me, how are you? In Australia, I'm good. I'm learning in China. I'm learning English. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yes. This is, you know what? Look.
Yeah.
Well, my mother is Chilean, and she came to Australia. She's Australian at the moment. She had to learn English just like you. And when I was 10 years old, she said, Nicole, go learn Spanish. So just like you. How are you in Spanish is ¿cómo te llamas? So like you, the complete form. So I would repeat, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? And I knew this. But then when my family, they went to Chile, and so I went to Chile and, to say, hi, how are you? They didn't say "Cómo te llamas?" I would say "Cómo te llamas?" Is "Cómo estás?" And I'm like, huh? Or for example, to ask somebody's name, say, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Not ¿Cómo te llamas? Is what's your name? Sorry. But if it was like "How are you?" which is "¿Cómo estás?" So also I learned "¿Cómo estás?" "¿Cómo estás?" Very correct, complete. But then "¿Cómo estás?" "¿Cómo estás?" And I'm like, so it's like you're learning again. It's like, what was the point of learning Spanish if it's not the Spanish that they speak? Now, I always make this comparative. And this is good for you, Jerry, because you're from Chile. Australian English is like Chilean Spanish. Very bad. Horrible. But, I used to work with a lot of Americans, Canadians, Aussies used to go to Chile to work. And I remember a Canadian guy, they were teaching him Spanish. And they would say to him, repeat, ¿Cómo te llamas? No, I don't want to speak like this. I want to speak like Nicole. She said she uses the Chilean expressions. I want you to teach me. No, ¿cómo te llamáis? ¿Cómo estáis? And it's true. And I look, you know what, Frank? The following situation. Do you think if I were to learn Chinese in Australia with a Chinese teacher, I will probably learn the full correct way. And probably if I go to China, it's different. Would that be a case or no? What I'm trying to say is like what you learn Chinese, there's only one way, or do you also have like, when you connect words or expressions, do you do the same? Yeah. So I think every language is, basically the same. Yeah. Or they teach you, oh, you say this, but then you go to the country. No, 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 not like this. And, we also have differences between correct Australian English, American English, and British, Canadian English. Yes. You also have another type of English, which is from the British colonies. Okay. So there's a few British colonies in Africa and other British colonies, the French islands and things like this. So people always ask, well, you've got also Scotland, Ireland, so many people speak English in Denmark. There's English also in Germany, very little because their language is different, but they do speak English. And always people ask, do Australians understand Americans? Do Americans understand Australians? Do Australians understand British, Americans, and so on? We understand each other perfectly fine. Some words are different. So sometimes they might say, what's that? Just so you know, so I speak Spanish also, correct? And also there are many Spanish-speaking countries. Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Ecuador, many countries. They all speak Spanish. We can talk to each other, but some of the words are different. So it's the same thing. So I have been to the United States many times. Never had any problems. Like somebody, excuse me, what did you say? No. On the contrary, they laugh because, oh my God, what did you say? But because they find funny. They find it funny. And, if British and also to Australia, they go to the United States, because they speak very differently. For example, a person from England, how do they say bottle? So we say bottle, but the Brit is going to say bottle, bottle. So the Americans go, oh, what did you say? Bottle. Oh, and they find it funny, you know. But we still, also you have to think, when I was a child, a lot of the TV in Australia, maybe 90% of the TV was American. Like I watched Alf, the Brady Bunch. Oh, throwing years. These TV shows are gone, very old. But we used to watch a lot of American, TV, and the movies. The majority of the movies are American. So that's how, like, I understand perfectly, and people who speak English from anywhere. Yeah. Sometimes I have difficulties, for example, when I have new students and I haven't heard before. And so when I go, oh, what's your name? And you guys go, excuse me. But then after I hear and I get used to it, no problem. Okay. And it's also super important that, okay, you might know English, like me, but you need to practice and listen all the time. My family, they moved to Chile, and nobody spoke English. Nobody. Everybody spoke Spanish. Only my dad. My dad didn't speak Spanish, so we spoke English with him. And I think after 10 years living in Chile, an Australian, he talked to me. He said to me, hi, how are you? Oh, I heard you're from Australia. I looked at him. My mind went, zzz, replay. And it took me a few seconds. And oh, yeah, I'm from Sydney. But it wasn't automatic because I lost the practice. I hadn't heard an Australian for a long time. So for me, I finish school every day. And this is why I tell you, a lot of people say, oh, I listen to music. Me too. I watch movies. Me too. It's okay. But I think the best thing you can do to practice your English is to watch local TV, national TV. Today, the television, we have 3 channels in Australia, as I mentioned, and it's 90% Australian. So I go home after class in the day, I go home at night, I put, let's say, a reality show. Why reality? Because they talk. And so while I'm watching the show, sometimes on my phone, I'm listening to keep my English at a level. Yeah, because I teach all day. I teach all day people who are trying to learn English, right? And so I don't speak with Australians very much. On the weekends, yeah, but during the day, no. So I need to keep my English, up. Good morning, Miss Natalie. How are you? Really? Well, I love your tea. Is that new?
Sorry.
I love the tea.
Thank you.
Is that new?
No.
Oh, it's really
Great.
nice. I like the logo.
Thank
Good.
you.
Okay, so Nat, have you done your homework?
I will do it.
Okay, so while I'm explaining, can you work on that, please? Amazing. Good. Natalia is, her English is very advanced, okay?
Come on, it's not too
She's still learning. Look,
I'm still learning.
look, myself. Also, learning, you never stop learning. Always learning, huh? You're learning English. I'm learning new English. Yeah, from your generation.
Oh, the slangs.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
You know, my daughters when they're talking, some. You know what my daughters say the other day? I had my feet, no shoes, and this is where I'm kind of old, I think. They said, "Oh, Mum, you've got your dogs out."
Oh my gosh.
Your dogs?
So
Mum, you don't know what dogs are? Of course I know what a dog is. A dog is woo, 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 you know? And so, yeah, they call the toes, you know, the little toes on your feet, dogs. So, oh, you've got your dogs out.
Since when?
I don't know. No idea. No idea, but yeah. So you see, so that's new for me. So learning, we always learn. I think you die learning. Okay? Good. Anyway, okay, so as we said, am is are is important for our greetings. So let's have a look again, yeah? Hello. I am. When we use I am, we're talking about your person, you. Elizabeth Mandel. Hi, he says. My name is Charles Chang. My name, because the name, is Charles Chang. He says, but please call me Chuck. And then they go, nice to meet you, Chuck. And she says, oh, you can call me Liz. And then she says, oh, and what's your last name again? So what is the abbreviation of what is? This is together. The is very special. It's very particular because the is we abbreviate with everything. Everything. If I say, for example, oh, there is a mosquito. Instead of saying there is, I go, oh, there's a, and see, there is a, we put it all together. So we go, there's a. You have to get used to the sound. Yeah. There's a mosquito. Very fast and all together. If I say, for example, excuse me, where is the bathroom? Always prefer, where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? And when you say, oh, excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom. Bathroom. Don't say toilet. Toilet, it's not bad, but it's like, I don't need to know. You know, you can go to the bathroom and you might want to wash your hands. Like, I know you go to the bathroom because you go to the toilet, but, you know, yeah, it's better to say, yeah, oh, excuse me. I always, like, excuse me, where are the bathrooms? Where's the bathroom? So where is the bathroom, as in the ladies? And we sometimes say, where's the ladies? As in the woman's bathroom. Or if I say, where are the bathrooms? Now I'm talking about men and women, okay? But so where are, you cannot abbreviate. So again, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Where is? So you can abbreviate everything. When is? When is the party? We don't say party, we say party. Party. So again, I go, when's the party?
So between
So where's the? Yeah, because I go, where is the? But then again, we put it all together. And so it sounds, where's the? Yeah. And these are things you need to get used to. Yeah, they're difficult because of the accent. Okay? Good. Okay, so let's have a look. So So when we say hello, this is what we call greetings. Yes? And so we have a informal. So when do we use informal? For family, for friends, yes? And then we have formal. So when do we use formal? You might want to use formal with me, teacher, when you go to work, your supervisor, your boss. What else? Oh, if you go to get your driver's license, if you go to the doctor. So you're not going to go to the doctor, hi, like it depends. If you know your doctor, then you might go. But if it's the first time, usually you say hello. Every time you use complete structures in English, it's formal. When you use reduced or abbreviated forms, it's informal. Okay? So, the basics, right? We've got hi and we have hello. Yep. When we say, for example, good morning, we say good afternoon, and we say good evening. Yeah? So the morning is going to be in the morning, obviously. So let's say from midnight, yes? So this is AM to midday. Okay? This is all the morning. So, for example, if I go to party and I get an Uber, let's say at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I get in the Uber and I go, good morning. It's dark. I know it's night, but technically it's the morning. And, you know, when they take me home and they go, well, have a nice day because the day is starting, but I'm going to sleep. Okay? The afternoon is everything, of course, after midday. So this is going to be in the afternoon. Now, here, this can vary. This can change because it will depend if it's summer or if it's winter. Why? Because in summer, the days are very long, right? In winter, they are shorter. So, for example, at 7 o'clock, at the moment, at 7 o'clock, because we are in summer, yes? So at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and look what I say, in the afternoon, because there's still sun. But in winter, at 5 o'clock, the sun has disappeared, it's gone. And so now it's afternoon, but it's kind of like evening. So this will change, okay? So I'm going to say, let's say from afternoon would be, for example, maybe, let's say 6 o'clock. I'm going to say in winter, and probably it would be 7 o'clock in the summer. 7, maybe 7:30, okay? And the evening, it's kind of, so you understand, it's like afternoon, if that makes sense. So it is dark, it is nighttime, but we do not say good night. Why? Because when I go, good night, this means goodbye. So you never, even if it's 11 o'clock at night, never, good night, because this person, huh? You just come, like, Why are you saying bye-bye? Huh? In some countries, correct, hello and goodbye are the same. Italians, for example, when you arrive and they go ciao, this is hello. And when they say bye-bye, ciao, bye-bye. If it's in Hawaii, they say aloha, aloha, and then bye-bye, aloha, So, yeah, but we use good evening, always good evening. So this is hello, hello, hello. Now, because we're in Australia, yes, you can also use good day. Now, the good day is very British, okay? But the Australians have given their own twist. So Australians don't say good day, yes? They say g'day, 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 g'day. And they add to this g'day friend. So mate. Mate. So when, a lot of people go to work in the morning, and if you work, especially if you work in construction, they're hi mate, good day mate, good day mate. Huh? And with the morning, some people also, they abbreviate and they go morno, morno, morno. This is good morning. Okay? Yeah? Really? But not everywhere. As I mentioned, it is certain industries where people work. If I go to stay at a hotel and I go to reception, there is no way our receptionist is going to say to me, Morno. No. Because the hotel, the reception is customer service. So they're going to say to me, oh, good morning. See? But again, if I go to work in construction, morno, morno, morno. What other industry would you say they use the very casual, informal English? So I'm just thinking construction comes always to my mind, construction. Would you say in hospitality?
Maybe, but like not just to the regular customers, not like the new ones. They want that about like
regular. So yeah. So when she says regular customers, it's the person that goes every day. For example, in a coffee shop, for example, you might buy your coffee every day at the same place. So, then when you go, they know you. So then it becomes like a friendship. So the relationship changes. When you go first, you go, good morning. Could I please have, let's say, a cap? I like my cappuccino. So some people say, oh, could I please get a cappuccino? Me, I know that cap is cappuccino. So I go, oh, could I please get a large cap? And they know. But if I go every day, then they, oh, good morning. Or then they go, oh, Mona, how are you? See what I mean? Because they know me. They see me every day. And I think also maybe when we talk about hospitality, this refers to restaurants, coffee shops, hotels. I think that's pretty much. Oh, maybe tourism, tourist services. Yeah, everything that is pointed towards tourists or attending foreigners. Yeah, is hospitality. Okay.
Do you know that yesterday I learned that I got a customer and she said, "Can I get a magic?" Because she asked me, "Do you have coffees here?" And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And she said, "Can I get two magics.
To magics.
Magics. M-A.
G-I-C.
And I
Magics.
said,
And what's that? Matcha. Is that matcha? No.
and I asked, so sorry, would you mind just explaining what is that? Because I'm not into like coffee.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, two piccolos.
Oh, piccolo.
But they call it magic.
Magic. Wow.
How?
I've learned something new.
Yeah. And
So
she
you're
said,
saying
yeah,
to me,
two
if I go to a
magics.
coffee shop now, I
And
don't
you
need to
also
say,
have
oh,
magic.
could I please get a piccolo? I can say, oh, can I get a magic?
Yeah,
Okay.
a magic.
Wow.
So,
And you see, Australian.
I'm going to try that out, actually.
Try that.
I'm going to try it out, see if what they say. If they look at me kind of like, huh?
I don't know. Australians sometimes they come out with
Oh,
like
yes.
so many.
Yeah. For example,
They make
you know, in Australia, we don't say avocado. People say avo. Avo.
McDonald's?
Spaghetti. Spag. Oh, what are you going to have for dinner? Oh, I'm going to do a spag bowl. Spag. Spaghetti. You're going to say?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Macca's. Let's go get a Macca's. Macca's. Yeah, not McDonald's. You know what? Have you heard also when they say McDonald's? Mackie D's?
Yes.
Mackie D's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia, well, in Chile it's the same
Yeah.
thing. They abbreviate or everything they can.
Oh, yeah, you have a big list. Yes, Australians, they made it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
They have
true.
many words.
Yeah, let's have some Mackie D's tonight. And did you know that Australia wanted to change the name of McDonald's because in Australia they call it Macca's.
Yeah.
And the American franchise said no. It's McDonald's. It's McDonald's. But still, people, Macca's. And look, even in Australia, when you watch the commercials, the advertising, and they say, oh, just get on your Macca's app.
Yeah.
The Macca's app. So yeah, Macca's, McDonald's. Okay, good. Oh, bless you. What other ways? So I also said, for example, when people go, hey, right? So that's another way to say hello. Like, hey there. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there are many ways. Remember, I told you yesterday, the Americans, when they say hello, I love it. I love the way. So you see, these are things. They love the way we talk. They find it funny. We find funny the way they talk. And when I see, the different singers, the artists, and hey y'all, they're saying hello. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? There's y'all. Yeah, it's like you all. Yeah.
Chinese.
No, it's not Chinese. It's American English. Huh? But they're saying hello. It's like, hey y'all. Yeah, hello. Okay. So I'm going to include that also because it's American and it's kind of like this. And this is hello, you all. People that are also from Texas, when they say hello, they say howdy. Howdy. So this howdy and hey y'all is hello also. Okay, so you can copy. Yeah, absolutely. Take a picture. Make sure then after you write it down. Okay, let me see. Give me a second, please. I'm just checking what other greetings we have. Okay. So I would say this is like the first kind of introduction. Okay. This hey, sorry, here, this hey, you can say, for example, hey there, hey guys. This one you can compliment in so many different ways. It's hi. Also, we use sometimes to call somebody's attention. Sometimes if I'm in a restaurant, I'm sitting down, and you know how the waiters and the waitresses, they pass here and there, they pass, and I want to, like, now you don't know how to stop them. And it seems like they pass and they don't look at you. So sometimes I go, hey, excuse me, hey. So it's also to over here, over here. The British also have a way to call people's attention, but it's not very nice. It's a bit It's a bit rude. It's more of calling at the attention of somebody, like hey, I'm talking to you. Stop. And so, for example, if I have students in the classroom and they're talking, da 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 da, and I go, oh, sorry guys, can you talk after the class? And they continue, da 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 da. And so I will go, oi, enough. So the oi, it's like a call of attention. Again, if I've used the oi a few times, maybe at a restaurant or something, but it's because nobody listens to me, or I'm waiting, so I'm getting a bit frustrated. So I'm like, hey, oi! Straight away when you go, oi, everybody turns around. So, it's kind of like use it, but as a last resource. Okay? Or if you want somebody to see they're walking away, like, let's say if somebody was to drop their wallet and you find it and you're going after, and the person is going very fast, you might go, hey, right? Oi, oi, oi. Usually when you hear oi, people turn around. So it's to call somebody's attention. Okay? Good. So copy? Yep. Okay. So after we say hi, hello, now do not use more than one. I see a lot of people when they text me on my WhatsApp and they go, hello, teacher. Good morning. Why? You said hello. So why do you say good morning? So, hello, teacher. Or, good morning, teacher. But not, hello, good morning. It's too much. Okay, so one or the other. You don't need to say the two together. Yes? When people sometimes write emails and they put, for example, hello, Frank. Good morning. How are you? You already said hello. Why are you saying good morning now? It's like repetitive. So yeah, so you don't need to use that. Okay, so after the hello, as Natalia was saying, right? We're going to say How are you? And normally, if I know somebody doesn't speak English or they're learning, like this morning, Joe, right? I walked in, hi, Joe, how are you? I tried to use the complete form, but when Joe, in a month or two, is speaking English, not anymore. I'm going, hi, Joe, how are you? So you see, the same as Nat. Nat, I know she understands me. So for you, I'm going to say, how are you? Not because I'm trying to be formal, but because I know probably if I go, how are you? You won't understand. Say yes? So we do that sometimes. So it's not just being formal, it's also so people can understand you. Yeah? And as we mentioned, so this how are you, if it's abbreviated, is how are you? How are you? Sorry, it's a question. How are you? And as Natalia said also, so we go, how are you? How are you doing? How is it going? Yes? But again, as Nat said, so how are you doing? Meaning the same thing. How are you? So how are you doing? But the informal is how ya doing? How you doing? Have you guys seen that series, the TV show Friends? So there's a person on that show, Friends, Joey. It is very New Yorkan, right? So very New Yorker to say, how you doing? Huh? Joey in Friends, he would always to say, how are you? How you doing? Okay. It was like a pickup line for girls, for women. And this one, how's it going? Is exactly the same as how are you doing? How is it going? How are you? So here we're going to say, how's it going? How's it going? How are ya? How's it going? And it's not going, it's gone. Yeah? So when we go, how is it going? It's like, how are things? Also, we can say, what's happening? So go, hey, what's happening? How are you? Or the other one, what's up? Now, this what's up is not the app for texting. That's WhatsApp. This is what's up. And I remember there was an advertisement in Chile. I remember where they used to go, "What's up?"
Oh,
Yeah, what's up? Huh? It was like a trend, and other people, also you what's up? The what's up, as in up, understanding what's up. I don't know. No, what's up is how are you? Okay. So very common, I go meet my friends, let's say for a barbecue, and I go, hi, how are you? What's happening? Hey, what's happening? If people call me, hey, what's happening? I use this one a lot. What's happening? Like, tell me, how are you? Why are you calling? Why are we, like what are you doing? Okay? Have you heard of any others? I think this pretty much covers it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you've got your hello.
how are we?
Oh yeah. How are we? Now, this is a very strange one. How are we? Because when we say how are we, it's basically like how are we, meaning kind of like you and me. So very common in hospitality.
Yeah, we say hi, how are we guys?
Exactly. Oh, and Natalia uses guys. So in Australia, the guys is usually mate. But mate is very, very informal. So, when they go, and we can add that. So, how are we doing, guys? How are we today? How you can continue extending, yes. And the guys is very common. So to say, hi guys, how are we today? So it's kind of like saying you and me, Like, oh, very well, and you, yes. So that's the other thing too. When you respond to this, you're going to say, as you said, Frank, oh, I'm good. Very well. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Yes? And I think when we go, I'm good, I'm okay, it really doesn't matter if it's formal or informal. I just think that, for example, if you go, how are you? And the person says, oh, very well, or they say, oh, I'm good.
And yourself?
Correct, yes. I'm okay. I'm doing well. Yes. Here, basically, people will continue to abbreviate. So instead of saying I'm, they're going to go, oh, how are you? Oh, good. And so as Natalia says, good. And then people add, and you? So again, how are you? Good. And you? And you? I'm fine. And you? So, and you is like, and what about you? How are you doing? Yeah? See, oh, great. Good. Now, if you want to be very formal, I had a student this morning. He sent me a message and very formal. He said to me, not and you. So here, I'm good. He said, and yourself? This is the same. Formal, informal. So he wrote to me. He said, oh, hi teacher, good morning. How are you? He said, I'm fine. And yourself? Yes. So it's like this. And you? And yourself? It's a bit more formal. It's nice. It's actually, this is a good one. And yourself. Yeah. I was like impressed. I was like, oh, it made me feel really good. And you've got, so to say I'm fine, you would say fine. Yeah, that's pretty much. If you're tired, so to say I'm tired, so you can also use your feelings and your emotions. You can say, oh, pretty good. So people also use that, like pretty good. Yes, very well. The pretty good, I would say these two are kind of the same grade of okay, but pretty good. So you can also say, oh, yeah, I'm happy, or oh, I'm a little sad today. Any emotion, oh, I'm hungry. Any emotion that you want. And always with the emotions, with the feelings and the emotions, you will always use I am, because you're expressing how you feel. But again, we go back to Aussie English. So I'm tired. I'm knackered. I'm knackered.
Oh, that's new.
So I'm knackered, meaning tired. I'm tired. I'm dead. Like, how are you, Nick? So usually on a Friday, when students come, how are you? Oh, I'm knackered. It's like dead tired. Okay? It's the same. Okay? Good. Okay, 11:30. Go get some coffee, go to the bathroom, take a little break. Let's come back, let's say maybe in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Is that okay? So you have time, go to the bathroom. 5 minutes, yes. Okay, if you need to make some phone calls. Oh, Nat, don't forget that Monday is holiday.
I'm working.
Okay. So no school, by the way,
So no
okay?
school.
No. Because
Yeah.
it's in lieu.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the news and they were like talking about that Monday because it's supposed Australian Day is the
It's on the
26th.
Sunday, and how Sunday is a holiday, so it's what we call in lieu. So
In lieu?
they push it, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not fair for
Mm.
people in the office. you know?
No, exactly.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's pretty good that they are doing that.
Yeah. I think the same.
Ah, yeah, I see it now in my calendar. Day in lieu.
Day in lieu. Yeah, because
What does that mean?
It- it means legal, like from a working aspect.
Yeah.
You know, when sometimes, for example, if you, let's say, work for a company
Yeah.
and you work extra time, but they do not pay the extra hours,
Yeah.
but they give you days in lieu, days for you to rest. So you accumulate these hours, and then instead of holidays, you say, I want to use my day in lieu, meaning accumulated, because it's your legal time. You worked for that. So, because some companies say, oh, we don't pay overtime, we don't pay extra for extra time, but we give you back the day. So, once you have so many hours all together,
They can put in days and then you can take those days
yeah,
off, but they will pay you.
yes. And how do you know how many days in lieu you have? Is on the payslip on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, it says hours in lieu, and then those hours obviously transform into days. Mhm. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's very, very common.
I've been applying for jobs.
Two
and-
jobs.
Two jobs,
Yeah.
and then I didn't have like yesterday I got like 5 different emails. So sorry, we unfortunately we have like full. And then I got one email and it says like, yeah, it's all good, blah 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 blah. And then at the end they put it. Please note that you need to be an Australian citizen to work with us.
Okay.
So I'm like, people.
Yeah. Yeah. But keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on doing it.
That's right. It's like
Look,
every day I get like different emails saying the same thing. What they want, I cannot be an Australian citizen yet.
yeah. They're doing that because basically they want probably somebody with full work rights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been very hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. But keep on going. You will find the company.
Yeah.
You know, just have to be patient.
But yeah.
Okay. Let me show you guys. I'm going to show you guys. Give me a second. Let me show you. So, in the 70s, Australia wanted people to come to visit, and so there were many TV commercials where they were inviting. They were like, "Please come to Australia, come to Australia," kind of inviting them for tourism. They wanted to really push the tourism sector. So these are some very old commercials I'm going to show you. The key actor is called Paul Hogan, and he's super famous for the movie he did, Crocodile Dundee, which basically went around the world. And the movie, correct, is when he is an Australian who lives in the middle of nowhere, and he goes to America, and it's kind of like a new world. Huh? I always feel that maybe this is how the Americans see us. You know, kind of like we're a bit silly, we're a bit stupid. We are at times, like, you know, some of the things that Australians do and go posted on the social media, people go, oh, wow, you know, like it's crazy. Yeah. So let me just find that. Oh, Geraldine. So as you can see here, this TV commercial was inviting people, foreigners, to come and visit Australia. Okay? So.
G'day. Thought I might be able to see America from up here. Just across the Pacific, you know. Hello. Looks like a boatload of your countrymen coming in there now. Crikey. And a plane load. Better fill the icebox and fire up the barbie. Because Aussies like to make you feel at home.
So you see, sorry. So you see here at the end, this is another one, sorry. You see here where it goes, Australian Tourist Commission. So this was a campaign to push Australia for foreigners to come and, visit. So this is what they were publishing on American TV.
G'day. Thought I might be able to see America from up here.
So you see how he goes, good day, but he doesn't say good day. He goes, g'day. Huh? I thought he said, I might be able to see America from up here.
Here, just across the Pacific, you know. Hello. Looks like a boatload of your countrymen.
So he goes, hello. So he doesn't go, hello. He goes, hello. Looks like a boatload. So instead of a cruise or a ship, he goes, a boatload of your countrymen.
Countrymen coming in there now. Crikey.
And you see, he goes, crikey. So crikey is also very Australian. Oh, crikey. Like, oh, crikey. So what is crikey? When you guys go, oh my God. Oh my God. Huh? Or when you go, oh my God. OMG. Right? Crikey. Crikey. Yeah.
And a plane load. Better fill the icebox.
So he says, better fill the icebox. So when he says better fill the icebox, he's referring to the cooler, the esky. We also call it in English esky because the brand is esky. So the icebox is where you put the ice for cold drinks when you go to picnic or to the beach.
And fire up the barbie.
And fire up the barbie. You're not going to put, and the barbie, what's the barbie? So I remember a student said to me, teacher, what's barbie? What's barbie? And I'm like not the doll, not the Barbie doll. And then barbecue. It's a barbecue. So we say, hey, come to my place on the weekend. Let's do a barbie instead of barbecue. Okay? So that's the barbie. And he says, fire up the barbie. You're not going to put the barbie on fire. It means to light up the barbie. Okay?
Because Aussies like to make you feel at home.
It says cause. Instead of because. So instead of because, this is because. Yes? So because Aussies, I'm an Aussie, right? Australian, we call Aussies, like to make you feel at home. And if you see, that's the Harbour Bridge. He's standing on the Harbour Bridge. This video is from the 70s, 1970s.
Oh.
Super old. It's like 40 years, 50 years old.
G'day, viewers. Just been telling the Yanks how Australia's the best place.
Just been telling the Yanks. So the Yanks are the Americans. Yeah? Not very nice. So just keep it American, yeah? The Yanks. that Australia is the best place
Holiday, the friendliest place on earth.
for a holiday and the friendliest place on earth.
Beaches are crystal clean, beer's cold, and there's plenty of shrimps on the bar.
And there's plenty of shrimps. So shrimp is the bigger prawn. Okay? So there's plenty of shrimps on the barbie.
The least we can do is make sure everyone's smiling. I'm not asking you to rent out the spare bedroom or anything. Just flash the pearly whites.
So he goes, just flash the pearly whites. So smile. So you see, he doesn't say just smile. He says, just flash the pearly whites.
And say good day to a visitor.
G'day.
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 Come on. Don't make a liar out of me.
I was able to earn over
Okay?
500,000 pay rewards
So-
points. I'm saving all of it up in order to take my family.
America, you look like you need a holiday.
So true blue. So this is also an expression we use, true blue. If I say, for example, Nat, are you true blue? Are you true blue? So true blue means, are you true? Are you authentic? You know, we also use the expression fair dinkum. So when somebody's talking to you and you want to say, oh, okay, oh, okay, oh, okay. So, oh, right, okay, fair dinkum. Yeah, fair dinkum. It's expressions that Aussies use. So to say, hey, did you meet Nat? Oh, she's true blue. Like, you know, meaning very authentic. She's a true person, okay? So here we've got another one.
A fair dinkum holiday. In the land of wonder. You look like you need a holiday. A fair dinkum holiday.
Fair
In the land
dinkum.
of wonder. The land down under.
Down
There's a few things I
under.
gotta warn you about.
You see where it says the land down under. So he goes, starting again, he says, oh, well, this is the obviously the subtitles are not very good, but he says, oh, fair dinkum. So this is what they've not translated, sorry, they've put as cow captions. So fair dinkum holiday. So a good holiday in the land of wonder, the land down under. Now, why down under? Because Australia, we've got the world, and Australia is underneath. It's down under. Okay? So that's why, to say, oh, how are your holidays down under? What do you mean down under? Yeah, in Australia. So we also call Australia Oz, down under. Yeah? So different names. And here, he's in the desert. Yes?
Now, there's a few things I've got to warn you about. Firstly, you're going to get wet. Because the place is surrounded by water. Oh, and you're going to have to learn to say good day. Because every day's a good day in Australia.
G'day, Paul.
G'day, love. Of course, you'll have to get used to some of the local customs, like get a suntan at the restaurant, football without a helmet, and calling everyone mate. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate. Apart from that, no worries. You'll have the time you like.
Oh, that's the other thing too. So you see the mate, when he goes, hey, mate, and when she said, oh, good day, Paul, and he said, oh, good day, love. A lot of these things in some places are lost, okay? Why? Because we have a very diverse multicultural people, and some people don't understand these expressions. So, yeah, in a lot of places, we don't use them. A student asked me, she started working in a restaurant, and she asked me, is it okay to say darling? Darling. Now, it depends on how you use it. If I give somebody their plate of food and I go, here you go, darling, or I go, hi, darling, how are you? I sometimes use it even with you guys. You know, when you go, hi, teacher, good morning, or hi, Nico. And I go, oh, hi, darling. It is an expression of care, okay? It's not being direct or rude, but darling can also be used and, as we say, sound petty. So what does petty mean? Petty means when you want to be rude to somebody, like you want to kind of like demote them as a person. You want to bring them down. So it's not okay. So it's okay to say, excuse me, darling, could you pass me the salt? Darling, could you pass me the towel? That is nice. But if I go, darling, pass me that's not okay. So you see the tone of my voice also is different. So that's not okay. Sometimes when you go to shops to do maybe your nails or your hair, and they go, oh, hello, darling, take a seat. What are we doing, darling, today? I think this is very common when you go to Asian shops, hair salons or whatever. They use the darling a lot, okay? I would say also, I think Europeans, I've kind of heard that too sometimes. If I go to the supermarket and excuse me, and they go, hello, darling, it's just being polite. It's nice, okay? So here, he said, good day, love. No, unless you know the person, okay? Probably in the older generations, there are people that still use it. And the other one, no worries. No worries. No worries. It's like, oh, teacher, I'm sorry I'm late. No worries. It's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's okay. Oh, teacher, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow I have to work. I can't come. No worries. For us, and the other one, sorry. We use in Australia sorry for everything. Why are we so sorry? We're sorry before we're sorry. I think, it's because we don't want to be rude. We want to be friendly. We want to be nice. And so constantly we try to make sure we don't make people feel bad. So, when you're walking and you hit somebody, so, oh, sorry. Or if I go on the train and somebody's coming out and I'm trying to get on first, and so I go, oh, sorry, please. Sorry. Yes, this is something that we use a lot. And the no worries. If you want to say thank you, another thing is cheers. Cheers. Oh, here, I got you a coffee this morning. Oh, cheers. Thank you. Oh, here's your class material. Cheers. To say, oh, hi, how are you? And you write your text. And then people, instead of saying, oh, thank you, bye, it's like, oh, cheers. So cheers can also be bye. Okay?
I'm Australian, because we talk the same language. Although you lot do have a funny accent. Oh, before you rush out to book your Aussie holiday.
So you see, he says the Americans have a funny accent, but the Americans also find we have a funny accent. Yes?
Call this toll-free number for your free Aussie holiday book. Come and say good day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie.
So that's the shrimp. Very big prawn, okay? And this is the barbecue.
They did this ad with Page, Nick, and they're called prawn shrimp.
We call it prawn shrimps. Well, yeah, that was for the US, and they're not known as prawns so much there.
So they're exactly the same thing.
Well, yeah, when we were writing the script,
So here he's just explaining a little bit about the commercial. This is the creator of those commercials at that time. And he was saying that the Americans didn't use the word prawn. They used the word shrimp. And that's why they used, we'll put an extra shrimp on the barbie, because the commercials were targeting America specifically. Okay? And there are so many. I think there are others. This is Paul Hogan today. That's him. He's very, very old at the moment. And he is a very, very famous, iconic, I would say iconic, an iconic actor in Australia. Now, So I hope now that you understand, what I mean when we say g'day, g'day, g'day. We say, hey, g'day, g'day. We're saying hello, hello. Okay? So we've said hi, we've said hello, we've said how are you. Introductions. So when you're introducing yourself or when somebody comes and introduces themselves. Yes? Okay? So the way that, let's say, you introduce people, yes? If I have somebody here, I am going to say, I would like to introduce you to. And then I'm going to, it could be anybody. The I would, we abbreviate I'd. This is very formal. This is very nice. Let's say if you're starting in a new company to work and they're introducing you to the supervisor, your other colleagues or co-workers. And so they go, oh, I'd like to introduce you to, yes, and they say the person. Or if I say, for example, formally, I'd like to introduce you to our new student, etc., etc. Yes? The equivalent to this is, please meet. Or sometimes when you say, for example, this is my friend, please meet my friend. This is my sister, please meet my sister. This is my boss, my wife, my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend. Okay? It's always going to be the same. Okay? So please meet. And so you meet the person and immediately the person is going to say, oh, nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Glad to meet you. Yes? And obviously, it works for formal and informal. So when you go, oh, I'd like to introduce you to Geraldine. Oh, Geraldine, nice to meet you. So what is Geraldine going to say back? Super simple. Geraldine is going to say, nice to meet you too. So the two means me too. So again, I'd like to introduce you to Geraldine. Oh, Geraldine, nice to meet you. And Geraldine responds, nice to meet you too. If here in the informal, yes, you say nice to meet you, informally, you can also say me too. It's short. So, nice to meet you. Oh, me too. Right? If Natalia says to Geraldine, where are you from? And Geraldine says, oh, I'm from Chile. Natalia says, oh, me too. Frank, if you say, Joe, where are you from? Oh, I'm from China. Oh, me too. You can use this me too for everything. It's just saying, me too. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, do you like chocolate? Yeah, I do. Oh, me too. Oh, I love Macca's, McDonald's. Oh, me too. anything you want. Huh? To say, for example, oh, I find Bondi so beautiful. Bondi's beautiful beach. Oh, me too. I like Bondi too. See? So the to means, and then the me too is that you agree. Okay? Super easy. Yes? And here also, I'd like to introduce you to. So if you want to be formal, you can still say, instead of introduce, you can say meet. So I'd like you to meet. I'd like to introduce you. I'd like you to meet. And then here, instead of saying introduce you to, because this introduce is like to present the person. So I'd like you to meet, and then you say the name of the person. Okay? So now we have our farewells. And farewells, bye-bye. Yes? So commonly, correct, how we just met the person, now we want to say goodbye to this person. So the only thing that I'm going to do now is, instead of saying I would like to introduce you, now I'm going to go into the past because I've already met this person. And so now I'm going to say bye-bye. So I go, it was a pleasure to meet you. I can also, instead of it was a pleasure, I can also say it was nice to meet you. And here, this sounds it was. It's kind of like we say it was. It was. Oh, so it was a pleasure to meet you. It was. It was a pleasure to meet you. Yeah? But here, I'm going to reduce it. And so I'm going to say, pleasure to meet you. Or I'm going to say, nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, nice to meet you. Naturally, I can use goodbye. I can say bye, or I can say bye-bye. We said that we use good night. Good night is your bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. And also, if a person says, oh, it was a pleasure to meet you. You can say, oh, likewise. So you can also respond likewise. So the likewise is kind of like, oh, me too. So here, it was a pleasure to meet you. The response, so I'm going to say the answer when you respond back is likewise. Or you can also say, it was a pleasure to meet you too. So you can repeat the same thing. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, and also here in this case, you can respond, you too. So if I say, oh, pleasure to meet you. Oh, you too. It's like, from me also. Okay? You too. Now, from this also, we add different things. Like, for example, have a nice day. And have a great weekend. But here informally, right, we say have a good one. So have a good one. Have a good one. We use this a lot. And this have a good one is kind of like have a nice day. Have a good one. It's like have a good time. Have a good day, your work, whatever you're doing. Yeah, bye. Have a good one. Like have a nice day. Another one that's very common, yes. So, for example, when we say see you soon, see you later, yes. And normally, informally, we say see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya. Just like the chair, right, in Spanish. See ya. Yeah. It happened to me a lot when I was teaching in Chile. Students, that are starting, they didn't know what see ya. Yeah. So it's like, okay, bye, see ya, see ya. And they're like, why see ya? What's the chair got to do with it? But then you teach them the greetings and the first, like, oh, wow, bye-bye. Yeah. So that's another one, see ya. Yes. Now, today with the new generations, correct, and with people texting so much, yeah, so people now, even when they're texting, they write abbreviated. And so I've seen this too. See you. So people sometimes text that way. Yeah. See you. Okay. I would say this is the most common one. See ya. Have a good one. Bye. See ya. Cheers. As I said to you, the cheers also. See you around. So this one, see you later. See you around. The see you. Oh, so many. And we also have an expression when we go, see you later, alligator. And people, see you later, alligator. And then it's so long, crocodile. Okay, so the so long is also another way to say bye-bye. Okay? And there's your hello and goodbye. Super easy. Yeah? Yeah. I think that, the one of the things is don't overcomplicate yourself. Don't try to look for a perfect answer. In Australia, I think we are very, very informal. So as long as you do with respect, you won't have any problems. But when you try to think too much, like, what is that perfect answer? Truly, for me, I think there is none. But as I said to you, I have had students, first day, they come to school, I'm sitting in my chair, and it's like, hey, mate. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, I'm the teacher, I'm not your mate. Maybe after a period of time, yeah, we could. Sometimes, how you doing, mate? Like in a more fraternal way. But on the first day, you meet somebody? No. Okay? Again, it will depend on the context and the environment where you're working. Okay, good. Let's go back to our examples. Let's see this in the practice. And of course, these are just the most used, I would say. There are many, many, many more. Another thing, sometimes people ask me, they say, teacher, when I finish work, let's say 4:00, and my coworker says, bye, have a nice night. Why? I don't understand this, because it's 4:00 and it's still sunny, but they say to me, have a nice night. Well, basically, this person isn't saying have a nice day because the work day is finished. So they say, have a nice night, like saying, I hope you go home, you relax, you have dinner, you sleep, that everything is okay. So the person is kind of wishing you in the future. Just like if it's Friday, yes, and usually I go, okay, have a great weekend, have a good weekend. I'm saying have a good time on the Saturday, the Sunday. And if I don't say have a great weekend, I can say, okay, see you Monday, because then we meet again on the Monday. So there is no one way. There are many, many different ways. And so we try to be diverse, yes, in the way we talk. Okay, good. Let's go back to our guy. Okay, everybody has this? So yesterday we were talking about, correct, the different names and titles. So just like it was saying here. And so it's very common that when you need to fill out, let's say, a form, it will always ask you to identify, correct, if you identify as a Miss, a Ms., Mrs., Mr. So we saw this yesterday. And here, it's saying here that Ms. is single and married. Yes, that is correct, but Ms. is a single woman. Now, why is it saying that it also can be for married? Because sometimes if you are not, bless you, if you are not sure if the person is married, then you say Ms. If the person says I'm a Mrs., then you can talk to them as Mrs. And so here it says we use a title with the last name to address someone formally. So, Amy, this is my father. Hello, Mr. Mandel, because it's the first time they are meeting and he's an older person. Yeah. We never use Mr. or Miss or Mrs. with the first name. Okay. Again, when we do this, or in schools they do it, it's because basically they're calling somebody's attention. And here it goes. This is Chuck. Hi, Chuck. Now, here, this is very common for us to say this. It's informal. Now, in some countries, correct, you cannot do this because it's rude. But in Australia, it's okay. Or in English, it's okay. Because basically, you're showing this person. So I go, oh, this is. So, for example, in Chile, you can't do that. That's super rude. But in Australia, you can. Say, oh, this is my sister. This is Kate. This is Tom. It's fine. Basically, you're saying he is, she is. It's the same thing. And then here they go, hi, Chuck. Introducing somebody. So here we have Tom, we have Paulo, so Paulo, and these are the parents of Paulo. So, Nat, you want to help me with this?
Yes.
So,
Paulo?
I'll be Tom.
Okay.
You be Paulo.
Okay.
So you speak more.
All right.
So, listen. Paulo. So basically, it's like, Paulo, who is that over there?
Oh, that's my father. And that's my mother with him.
I'd like to meet them.
Mom and Dad, this is Tom Heights. Tom, these are my parents.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Tabares. And so Mrs. Tabares, the mum, says, oh, nice to meet you, Tom.
My parents are from Brazil. They're on vacation.
Oh, and where are you from in Brazil? And Mr. Tabares says, we're from Rio. Okay, so here you can see Paulo is introducing his parents to his friend Tom. Yes? So again, Tom says, oh, Paulo, who are these people? And Paulo says, oh, that's my father and that's my mother with him. That is. Now, why that is? Because I said, if the person is close to me, I'm going to go, this is the person next to me. But if it's over there and I go, who is that? Who's that? Oh, that's my mom. That's my dad. Because we are pointing. If it's this, that. Okay? And so then Paolo goes, hey, mum and dad, this is Tom Hayes. Tom, he goes back, these are my parents. Now, here he goes, mum and dad, this is Tom Hayes. But then he goes, Tom, these, because we said yesterday, these is plural. And you have two parents. Yes? So these are my parents. And what are parents? Parents are your mom and your dad together. Okay? And then Tom goes, oh, pleased to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Tabares. And Mrs. Tabares says, oh, nice to meet you, Tom. And Paulo says, oh, my parents are here from Brazil. They are on vacation. And Tom goes, oh, where are you from in Brazil? And so they said, we're from Rio. Okay. So yesterday when I was showing you the structures and we were saying, when you ask somebody a question, it's very important to follow the word order. Yes? So we talked about using question words that when you ask, people then give you the answer. Yes? So why did we say WH? WH words, because the word starts with WH. So here we've got what, where, who, what, where. So you see, they are quite important when I want to ask people something and I need an answer. Very common. I think everyone knows this, right? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? So you can say, oh, my name is, or I'm. Where are you from? I'm from. So you see how critical it is to know and to understand the verb to be, am, is, are. It's to talk about personal information about you. If you want to know about somebody, you want to meet somebody. So this is why, again, we teach this as the first thing, to give you the ability to be able to present yourself. Who is that? His name is Tom. What's her name? Her name is Amy. Where is she from? So here I go, are you, because I'm talking to you. Is she, I'm talking to a third person. So, for example, if I'm talking with Nat and I go, who is she? Nat, who is she? I'm not talking to Jerry, right? I'm talking to Nat. But we are talking about Geraldine. Yeah? So we go, she is from Korea. Where are you? Again, I'm talking to you. We're from the States. Now here it says you, but here they have responded we. Why? Now immediately, remember I said to you yesterday, you can be for a person, but you can also be for plural, many people. Yes? So here when it says, where are you from? And they go, where? So I go, oh, two or more. Where from the United States? Who are they? So again, we use are with they. They're Amy's parents. What are their names? Their names are Mr. and Mrs. Kim. Where are they from? They're from Korea. So remember yesterday in the question we said we always use auxiliary subject. When we respond, we change, we invert. So again, where are they? And then I twist, they're from Korea. They are, so are they? And then I cross, they are. That's all you're doing. You ask a question, always first am, is, are, and then I, you, he, she, it, they, right? And then you just change. That's it. That's all. And of course, we have our contractions or abbreviations, whatever you want to call them. I am, so we pronounce I'm. Yeah. You are, you're. So a lot of people with this one, when they speak, they don't say your. They say you're. Like you are. Trying to say you are very fast together, but it's your. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. We are, where. So here, where is the same pronunciation as where. Pronounced the same. How do I know the difference? Context. They are, there. What is, was. Okay? And these are your subject, the people. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And here, this says possessive adjectives. These are not people. Possessive adjectives indicate possession. My pen. My pen. Yes. My drink. Yes. My. Yeah. If I say, oh, your, you. Our, so our house. This is our house. So my couple and I. His car belongs to he, right? He is the owner of the car. Her, it's she, etc., etc. Yes? So, you know, if let's say you're talking to a friend and you go, oh, I have to go. So a lot of you, when you're starting, you go, I have to go to the English class. But whose class is this? Is it yours or mine? I do this class for you, right? So you go, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to go to my English class because this is your class. Yes? If you say the, it's very general, but I have to go to my English class because this is your class. Okay? If I say, for example, where do you live? Yes, you can say, I live in Hertzville. I live in, let's say, Gladsville. I live in Rosemeadow. I live in Chatswood. Yes? You can also say, oh, my house is in Chatswood. My house is in the city. So, when people say, oh, where do you work? My school is in the city because this is my school. Do you understand? So with these, you indicate possession. My mum, my dad. If I see a photo, who is this? Oh, this is my mum. I talked to my mum this morning. I asked Joe. Joe said, I said, how is your mum? She said, good. I talk to my mum every day. It's her mum, not mine. So a very common mistake that people make when speaking, and so sometimes they want to talk about their friends, their girlfriend, their couple, whatever. So they go, yes, because your girlfriend is mine, not mine. Oh, sorry, mine. Or they go, or her. What I'm saying is when you say you're telling me. When, for example, if I say, oh, does your girlfriend like her new job? So they go, yes, teacher. Your job is, very busy. And I go, your job? My job? No. Oh, sorry. Her job. Because we are talking about the girlfriend. Okay? Make sense? You understand that? Okay, good. So let's see. We have a conversation between these group of people. Yes? Oh, what we spoke about? We'll do it on Friday. I'll do it on Friday, okay? So here we have Joko. This is Joko. And this is Rich. Rich being a short name for Richard. Yes? And here we have two girls. So Lisa and Kate. I really don't know who is who, okay? So Yoko says to Rich, yes? Hey, Rich, who are the two women over there? And Rich goes, oh, names. So here, because he says names, I know this is going to be possessive. So what am I going to put here? What is the equivalent of they? What am I going to put? But it says are Lisa and Kate. So two. So they, there. Good. So their names are Lisa and Kate. So Rich goes, hi, Kate. This, Yoko. So I'm introducing. So what are we going to put here? Why it's? I've already got, hi, Nat. See you, Nat. I've already got here this. So I don't need it. So this, what? Is. Because he's introducing. So this is Yoko. And now from Japan. So think of the structure. It's an affirmative. So what are we going to say? She is from, because her is possession. And now we are talking about Joko. So not her. So we're going to say she is. And how do I abbreviate she is? How do I contract? She is, what do I say? She's. Good. She's from Japan. And Joko goes, hello, nice to meet you. And Kate responds, good to meet you, Joko. And Lisa says, and we've got name. Now she is introducing Lisa. So what does she say? And her name is Lisa. And now Joko says, hi, Lisa. And Rich, he says, Lisa and Kate. So we have two are from Canada. Joko says, oh, where are you from in Canada? And Kate says, no, not they, because if you say they, you're talking in a third person. But Kate is talking about the two girls. So about Lisa and her. So, where? Right? And this is the abbreviation of we are. This is the abbreviation of she is. So let's try it again. So Joko, Rich, who are the two women over there? Oh, their names are Lisa and Kate. Hi, Kate. This is Joko. She's from Japan. Hello. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you, Joko. And her name is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa and Kate are from Canada. Oh. Where are you from in Canada? Oh, we're from Toronto. Mm-hmm. Good. So, in this case, who is that? That's Rich. He. Let's see, Jerry. He from. He's from Los Angeles. What is the possible question? Good. Where is he from? Where is he from? Again? Again? Repeat.
Where is he from?
Where is he from?
Where is he from?
Again?
He's from
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Now, the Americans, they don't say Los Angeles, they say LA. He's from LA.
Okay.
He's from LA. Let's see, Frank. This one. It's Brown. Last name. Remember, we saw this yesterday. Last name is surname, family name. So, what are we going to say? Last name. What do we say, Frank? No, not what. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. You're correct. What was on the last exercise? What? What else? So his. So what do I use with his? What do I use with he? Am, is, or are? So what is
What is his?
last name? It's Brown. Joe, number 4.
Who are the 2 students over there?
Good. Who are the 2 students over there? Continue.
Their names are Lisa.
Yes, their names are Lisa and Kate. Geraldine, number 5.
Where is they from?
Ah.
They from? Or what?
So where
Are
are, right? Yeah, you can't say is because they plural. So where are they from? And here,
they from Canada?
they're from Canada. Exactly. Good. Yeah. So you see, that's how you build. So you see, yesterday when we saw structure and word order, this is how we put, the ideas, but you must respect the order so you can understand. Last time. Who is? That is. Where is? He is. So we're changing. What is? It is. Who are? Their names are. Where are? They are. Okay. And so, depending on where you come from, depending on the country, yes, people not only say hello with words, people also use actions. Okay? Commonly, very common, a handshake. This is how we usually say hello to somebody in Australia, correct? It can be like this, and it can be nice to meet you with the handshake. Yes? In some countries, yes, they bow. So, for example, in Japan, in China too, yes? So, correct, a bow, they hands to the side, correct, and they bow. This is to bow. Yes? I think in China they do this for business, correct? Usually. And in every country when they bow, it's different because in some countries when they bow, they look at the person. In some countries, if you are a woman, you bow, but you look down to the ground. Yes, and the man looks at you. Or if it's an older person, you also look down. In some countries too, when they bow, they extend the bow because the other person is older. Okay, so they have all different ways in which they do it. Japan, yes. I think also in Korea, I think. Yeah, I know this is very common in Japan, but I think in China too, when people do business. But again, the handshake today is the most common. A kiss on the cheek. So, for example, South Americans, yes. Now, it's not that like this, no. Huh? Can you imagine when that, and the, huh? No, it's more like this is my face. So when you say hello, you go, it's next to, and the kiss is in the air. Okay? In some countries in Europe, they don't do one kiss. They do sometimes 1, 2, or they go 1, 2, 3. But again, that is how you say hello. Okay? A hug. So in some countries also, they hug. It doesn't matter if it's men or women. Yes? So to hug. I think this is very common with your family. When, you go home and you see your mom, your dad, and the first thing is a hug. But also with friends. Now, in Australia, we do hug. We don't kiss, but we hug. And we hug people that are very close. So again, family and very, very close friends. And this one is a pat on the back. Yes? So if I have a friend, I go, oh, hi friend, and I pat on the back. Okay? Very common in the Philippines and Singapore. Okay, so homework for tomorrow. I would like you to Google and to share tomorrow with us, like with everyone in the class, 3 countries. I want you to Google 3 countries. And I want you to see, how do they say hello? How do they say hello? In different countries than your own, okay? So, for example, how do they say hello in Russia? How do they say hello in the United States, in Canada, in France, in Italy? Yes? What do they do? Do they kiss? Do they hug? Yes? In the Middle East, correct? In Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in Africa, in Ethiopia, how do they say hello? What do they do? Okay? And so, yeah, tomorrow we'll talk about that. Any questions? No? Okay. It's a wrap. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah?